All right, y'all, here we are, Sunday evening. We're doing our Week 16 recap. Should be short and sweet today. It's the end of the night, got to get to bed for work, and didn't do as much as we should have this week, but we are starting to feel some wear and tear on the body. So let's just go ahead and jump right into what we did do, showcase that, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, here we are, our You versus the Year 2024 challenge. We did breach the 300 kilometer marker, so we're at 301.71 kilometers. Let's go ahead and open it up and look at the details of where we actually stand, look at our workouts, and see what's going on. All right, taking its time tonight. Okay, here we are. So, we are 29% complete. Again, a little behind pace. We should really be closer to that 32%, but we've got a total of 4%. We got a big week coming up, so I think we're going to be just fine. We're still within that top 22% of the overall rankings out of everybody on the app, and just over halfway to that next milestone, being that 400 kilometers. All right, looking at the leaderboard, currently we're sitting in 26,487th out of everybody on the app. And we throw in some filters. I think we're about 3,600 when it goes to our age. Let's see what that looks like when it comes up. Yeah, 3684. You can see some other people there just absolutely crushing it. We call them the overachievers. And then when I filter it to my age and my gender, we get, and I'd like to be under the 2,000 mark every week, but we are going to be over it this week, and you'll see why in just a moment. You have 2,106. We will get back below that 2,000 mark next week. Because we got a lot of big stuff coming up. Okay, so let's jump on back. That's kind of the leaderboard and our standings, and we'll jump back one more, and we'll look at the actual workouts. Now, we were supposed to do 3 rides and 3 runs, and we did not do that. We did 2 rides and 1 run this week. Both the rides were on the actual bike. It was great weather, so we did our first one at 10.59 miles, and we did it at a decent pace. I was pretty happy with that. And then we did our longest ride yet, 26.4. It's actually supposed to be 26 miles, but I took a different path on the way back. It was an out and back, and it took about 2 hours and 4 minutes, which gauging the Ironman at 56 miles and my improvement over the next 4 months, I'm thinking right around that 4-hour mark is going to be the time to do the ride for the actual Ironman. Now, we did this ride on Friday. The ride before that we did on Thursday. And then Saturday we went out and did a 6-mile run. And by the time you can tell, the rides really affected the running because my legs were tired, my body was tired, everything was tired. So we ended up walking quite a bit of that 6.21 miles, but we did get it done. Now, what we got coming up, we'll kind of talk about here in a moment. That's really about it for the recap. It was supposed to be 46.5 total miles on the bike this week. We did 36.5, and then we did 6.2 total miles on the run. All right, let's go ahead and wrap it on up. All right, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up, talk about a few little things here. So, like I said, we got some big mileage coming up this week. We have our next mini marathon a week from yesterday, so 6 days from now. So what we're going to do is taper down. For the running, we're only going to do 3 runs this week, and we're only going to do a mile, maybe 2 miles each. We're going to try and do those as quickly as we can to really get that pace up, but we're not going to overexert ourselves. We're really going to rein back in the bike rides this week as well. I'm thinking I'm probably only going to do 2 rides, maybe 5 or 10 miles each, and I'll probably do them on the stationary bike because getting out is going to be difficult this week when I really want to focus on the run because that's the challenge we have. Now, like we talked about in the past, the goal for this mini marathon is 2 hours and 40 minutes or better. Based on the way we've been running the last few weeks, that's going to be a tough goal. Now, the big differences are I've been pushing Lily in the stroller, and it's been super windy. I will not have Lily or the stroller, and the weather does not appear to be windy as of now, but it can change in 6 days. You kind of know how the weather works. After the mini marathon, we are going to take a week break from really doing a lot of running and riding just to kind of let our body recuperate. We will do a few small ones, maybe just get out and do a couple walks, maybe a couple fun rides with the family, but nothing that we're actually tracking as far as the tracker goes. So I'm going to adjust my schedule to account for that. And then we're going to look at getting a block schedule so that we can start some swim training. And then when we say blocked schedule, we're talking about doing 2 events at the same time. So a swim and then a ride, or a ride and then a run back to back, same time, same day, getting used to that transition and getting ready for August, because August is that Ironman for us. So that's where we stand. That's what's going on with us. Again, we appreciate all the love and support that you guys are giving us. Thank you so, so much. Everybody out there watching us. Every day the channel continues to grow. We've got people who've been dedicated since day one. I can't thank you all enough. Here's to you guys, and we're going to keep it going strong. Thank you all. See you next week.